Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Shirani. As I promised you in my last video, I'm going to show you how to make split peas with pigtail. For this recipe, I'm using 1 pound of yellow split peas. I'm just going through my split peas here to make sure I don't have any bad ones in there. And then I'm going to rinse it 2 times before I put it in a pot to cook. This is something I grew up eating, so I'm living my best life right now. I know some of you might think I'm crazy, but if you're from Belize or you're from the Caribbean, you know about split peas with pigtail. To my large pot set over medium heat, I'm going to add my split peas. And I'm using a large pot because I have a lot of water to add to this. I'm going to cook this for a total of 3 hours. By the way, the exact measurements are in the description box of the video for you. Now I'm going to add some turmeric to that, or how we say it in Belize, yellow ginger. I brought this back from Belize. I bought it fresh from the market in my hometown of PG. This is how you buy it and it's the best. Give that a stir, then cover your pot, and don't cover your pot all the way because if you do that, it's going to boil over. While that's cooking, I'm going to prep the pigtail before I put it in the pot. If you're watching this but haven't seen how I brine my pigtail, I'll leave a link to the video in the description box for you. I'm just taking out what I want to cook now and then I'm putting back the rest in the refrigerator. The longest I've had it sitting in the brine is 8 weeks. I'm cutting my pigtail into smaller pieces before I cook it. For those of you non-pigtail expert out there, there's a way you have to cut your pigtail. You have to feel along the pigtail and you have to feel the joint to cut it. Yeah, it takes practice before you know where to cut it. You know, when I was little, I used to cut up that pigtail all kind of way and can't find the joint. But you'll feel a bump and that's where you cut it. I hope I'm explaining that right. I'm putting some water in my pot and then I'm going to put it on to boil, and I'm going to boil it for 20 minutes. All I'm doing is I'm boiling out the salt from the pigtail. I'm going to drain it and then I'm going to put some more water in the pot, and I'm going to boil it one more time before I put it in the pot with the split peas. I know it kinda seems like it don't make sense because you want the pigtail salty, but then you're boiling out the salt, then you're adding back salt. Hey, when you taste it, then you'll know what I'm talking about. If you cook just a plain piece of pigtail, it tastes like you're cooking a piece of fat. But if you brine it and cook it, it just has so much flavor and it's just so good. So anyway, while that's all cooking, I'm going to fry up some onion and garlic to put in the split peas. You just want to fry this until it gets a little brown before you put it in the pot. So this is 40 minutes later after I boiled it 2 times. I'm cooking this for a total of 3 hours. You want to cook it until it's smooth or until it's melted. You don't want to see any whole split piece in the pot. If you've noticed, I didn't add any salt to the pot. I like to wait at the very end to do that and taste it to make sure it's not salty from the pigtail. So sometimes you need to add salt and sometimes you don't. Another way to tell that your split piece is finished is when you stir it and it's really thick at the bottom. It's not burning or it's not sticking, but it just feels thick. So the last 30 minutes when you cook it, make sure you stir it and keep an eye on it, because when it's thick like that, you know it's finished. Well, there you go. If you like pigtail, give this video a thumbs up. And if you don't like pigtail, don't do anything. Anyway, as always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you have not yet subscribed, please don't forget to do that. And I'll talk to you in my next one. Take care. Bye.